What did you say? Breakfast. Hey guys, I am back, and I was just gonna chat a minute about last night. So he went to work. Hallelujah that he was even able to. He has messaged me, and he said that he is in a lot of pain, so he's probably going to not finish out the day. His work was fine with it. He is a very useful engine, and so they're willing to, go along with him and let him have as much time to heal as what he needs. I need to shut this door because it's really loud outside. I just listened to my last video, and I'm sorry, it was so loud. I guess I just get used to how loud, and me slamming doors, how loud the traffic is outside. I just get used to it, I guess. And I was just so desperate to actually be outside for any amount of time yesterday. So anyway, I wanted to update you on last night. So he had a pretty good day. He was still nauseated. I guess it was from the morphine. I don't know. I don't really know, but he was super duper nauseated even still yesterday. So it was Sunday, and he would have gotten the morphine on Thursday night. So I don't know if that's possible, but I'm just reporting what happened. So yesterday, after I was able to get his cart, which you guys went along with me to get that, his nausea went away, and he was able to take his antibiotics, and he was just on a better schedule from then on out, and he was only taking ibuprofen. So that was a win. Also, because it could have been just those meds like tramadol and hydrocodone. It could have been those that were making him sick too. Don't know. But anyway, he decided to go into work today because they put in a new rule where it's like you can only be absent like so many days and then you can be fired, and now you don't get PTO. There's a point system. Anyway, he was like, I might actually lose my job if I don't go, no matter what shape I'm in. So he went ahead and went. But like I said, when he got there, they were understanding. So that is really good. Last night, something else I was going to tell you. This is interesting. So last night, we went to bed, and it was probably 9 something, and we start to hear fireworks. Obviously, it's really close to the 4th of July, and they were so loud. They were just like boom, like they were right outside our window. Well, he finally got up to go look outside, and they were right outside our window. Some people who don't even live here, like a big carload of people, young people, like kids, drove into the driveway right across from our window and were, putting off fireworks in that little thing of grass. So, he started hollering out the window to knock it off, and people are trying to sleep. People have to work in the morning. And this confirmed that they were kids, because they were like, you're not our parent. Well, anyway, my husband has a very convincing way of yelling, and I was hoping we wouldn't get kicked out because of how spirited he was yelling. And they left. So I didn't think a lot of it, and this morning I was looking at the headlines, and we live in St. Louis, Missouri, and I saw that there was a bunch of parents that had left their kids unsupervised, like in St. Louis in the downtown area, and they were all shooting off fireworks, and the police picked them up for, I guess, disturbing the peace. I didn't see that part of it, but this was just last night, and which it is, that would have been July 6th, so I mean, it isn't July 4th, but yeah, it's really close to time. And I'm from the country, and so is my husband. Like, we understand that you are going to shoot off fireworks days that aren't 4th of July. It's just we had to get up and go to work the next day, so they needed to knock it off. And so the police were arresting these juveniles and taking them to like some secret location and contacting their parents and telling them to come pick them up. Well, it turned out that they were so they were writing citations to these kids, but it was, I'm not sure what happened, but in the article it said, so one of the kids was rounded up, the parent came and got them, and the parent drove them straight back to where the kids were shooting off the fireworks. And so because they were being so disrespectful and not, subordinating at all to the police authority, they wrote a citation to the parent for not supervising their child. Anyway, so that was some big deal. Like, we had some problems with the Utes here in St. Louis this 4th of July season. So I am back at work, so I need to continue to get my work done. If anything interesting happens today, I'll definitely let you know. So I just remembered there was something else I wanted to talk about. And I don't think I've talked about it in all of our drama that we've had going on this past week. But, I was talking to one of my coworkers this morning about how just like the medical community, like pharmacies and emergency rooms, and we had great emergency room nurses and doctor, but like you probably remember if you watch that video, I was not very happy with the admitting staff at the ER. They were very like heartless and cold and mocking and just not good personalities. But I said to my husband that night, I said, man, I wish they had a tip jar, because I would write down kindness is free and put it in their jar. But so my coworker, who has the same philosophy as me, we tell each other all the time, like, why be rude to people? You know, because in our job, we're social workers. We see people who are struggling all the time. You know, people feel worthless when they're disabled or they're in chronic pain or all of these things. You know, like, they already feel worthless. So why... I'm saying for the most part, I hope they don't, because they're not worthless. But I'm just saying, you know, it's easy to give in to that feeling of being worthless because, you know, you can't work. You know, just getting through the day is like your work, and it's hard. It's not even easy work. And, you know, just surviving. And, you know, it takes so little to be kind. Like, if you approach things with like compassion, giving people the benefit of the doubt, mercy, you know, like, it's not hard to be kind to people. And honestly, whenever I see that, I think to myself, this person must never have been in pain, like for any kind of prolonged period, or they must have had an amazing support system to where they didn't have to worry, like if they didn't have a job, like they had mom and dad to fall back on and take care of them. You know, nobody's going to be rude to people having a struggle if they've also had a struggle in their life. So you're just kind of revealing how pampered and easy your life has been when you don't have mercy on people who are suffering. So she was talking about her mom, who has chronic pain because of nerve damage that affects like her lungs, and they can't do anything about it because it would, you know, be fatal for her if they did the normal procedure. So she just has to live in pain. I had a friend who, after she had a baby, she had a prolapsed rectum and she bled every single day. And she had a surgery that didn't fix it, and she still has pain every single day. You know, we just need to have mercy for people. If you don't understand what it's like, and that's another thing, like with mental health, when you are in constant pain, you're gonna also have anxiety and depression at next levels. You know, like thinking, I'm gonna live this way every day, I have to deal with this every day. You know, don't compound people's struggle by being heartless. You know, you are so fortunate if you do not know what they're going through. And I just urge everyone who is working in healthcare at all, or social work, or, you know, if you don't see through the eyes of compassion, get yourself a job where you don't come face to face with suffering people every day, because you're doing more harm than good. Okay? So that is my outcry to people working in those professions that don't have mercy on people. good. My 10 hours of work for the day is over. So now it is time to figure out what to eat and watch King of the Hill. I just had a yogurt, so I feel super full. I was gonna make chicken and rice soup, but my husband doesn't want me to go to the store. He wants me to stay. So we're gonna see what happens. Also, he's still nauseous. Figuring it out. Hey guys, I'm back on the road again. I promise you one of these days I'm actually going to put makeup on again. I think the struggle life is almost over. I'm not sure. But tonight I'm going to the store and I'm gonna get stuff to make just a simple chicken and rice soup for him. It sounded good to him. We are tired of going out to eat because we've just been burned so many times. So he was okay with sparing me to go get the groceries. So here I go. I got everything I needed for the chicken soup tonight, and I also found some mangoes, which my son, who just turned 10, mangoes are his absolute favorite, and they were only 85 cents. Like, if I could have carried more, I would have got more. Maybe tomorrow when I come and get my Walmart pickup. I'm distracted by my gray hairs if you see me keep looking at them. But anyway, I may come and get another box for him because they just love them. He's not the only one. He's just like the one that just obsesses and like takes half of them and hides them in his room. It's pretty warm. That was me. She's got a toy though, or something she's playing with. What?
No.
I am too. Is it smelling good? Oh, you can't smell it yet? Yes. That's our specialty. Me too. Yes. She's camped out under that table watching me like a spy. You need to go play games with Daddy. Are you spying on me, Kiki? Does it smell good?